What's up, guys? JP back at you once again, bringing you guys day number 1 in my 12 days of Christmas horror. Of course, we're doing Christmas horror, not just Christmas films, because I'm primarily a horror channel. So, yeah, after a very successful 31 days of horror this past October, I figured why not do a 12 days of Christmas? I've always wanted to do one, but I just never have. So I figured let's do one. I tried to do one years and years ago with Carly, and for whatever reason we never followed through with it. I can't remember. Probably my fault. But speaking of which, Carly is actually doing a 25 Days of Christmas on her channel this year. So check that out if you would. But yeah, so 12 days of Christmas horror. I decided to start with one of the most popular Christmas horror films, and that is Silent Night, Deadly Night from the year 1984. Which, out of all the years in the 80s, 1984 might be one of the weaker years. Of course, you got Nightmare on Elm Street, which is phenomenal, but and there's great movies, of course, any year in the 80s, but out of all the years in the 80s, 84 might be the weakest one, but I do love some movies from 1984, including Silent Night, Deadly Night. I got the Scream Factory Collector's Edition here, and this is like the best I could do for doing a Christmas tree right now. So we got the Halloween mini tree going on here in the side of the camera. But yeah, Silent Night, Deadly Night. So this is such a notorious movie. Of course, it was famously panned by Siskel and Ebert, as well as a lot of parents who were really mad that a movie would depict Santa Claus as an axe murderer. Wasn't the first Christmas horror film or the first horror film to showcase Santa as a killer, but for whatever reason this one got their attention and they protested it. And there's more stories with that, as well as the sequel, the fourth sequel in Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toy Maker, which I'm not sure if we'll get to this year, but that's something that possibly will pop up if I continue to do these every year. But Silent Night, Deadly Night, it starts off with a family who are going to visit a relative who's in like a nursing home, and it's a little boy, his newborn brother or baby brother, and a mother and a father. The kid's name is Billy, and Billy is traumatized from the start because he meets his grandfather, who's supposed to be sort of like catatonic, and this guy's like, Christmas Eve is the damn scariest time of the year, boy. If you see Santa Claus, you better run. And it's like, dude, what the hell is this guy doing? But on the way back from that, his family gets attacked by a man dressed as Santa Claus and murdered. And then Billy and his brother are sent to an orphanage. If you know anything about this series, the brother has a significant role in the sequel, Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, which is a ridiculous movie, but more on that at another time. And so we follow Billy through this orphanage a little bit. He's having trouble with the nuns and the school teachers and stuff. He's getting punished a lot. So not only did he have such a horrible traumatic event, but then he is traumatized all through his childhood from being punished by these nuns. Eventually he grows up, and we cut to him as a young adult, and he essentially gets a job at this warehouse, and during Christmas he kind of just snaps and goes on a killing spree. from all the trauma that has befell upon him. So Silent Night, Deadly Night is such a fun movie. It is a slasher film with great kills. The Scream Factory here has the theatrical version as well as the unrated version. The quality dips a little bit in the unrated version, similar to My Bloody Valentine, but that's okay. I don't mind it at all because the uncut version is much better. There are more graphic kills and just all around a better cut of the movie. You have some great kills in here. Famously, this film stars, or has a part by Linnea Quigley, and she gets a deer antler through her bare chest, which is one of the more known kills in this film, and it's pretty gnarly. And plus, you get to see Linnea Quigley. Come on, but other than that, one of my favorite kills is this sled riding kill, which has this kid sliding down a hill on a sled, and Billy hops out of nowhere and cuts the kid's head off with an axe. It's such a hilarious moment. Other stuff I like about this movie, it has good Christmas atmosphere. I dig that. The early parts of the movie are very, messed up, because you have this literal Santa Claus killing his parents and ripping his mom's shirt off. It's very messed up. And then, of course, you have such an amazing decapitation with the sled, but also you have just this messed up situation with him in the school, the orphanage, and him dealing with the loss of his family and dealing with these getting punished by these crazy nuns, and then also the movie itself is just a very quick watch. I mean, it just goes flying by. I always forget how quick it ends once you get back to the orphanage and stuff. But yeah, this film has grown on me tremendously over the years. I watch it usually every year during Christmas time. I think it's such a fun slasher, a good classic Christmas horror film. And that is Silent Night, Deadly Night. I give it a 8.5 out of 10. Love the movie. It's a great slasher. And with that said, we'll see you guys tomorrow with another one. Peace.